Hi there, welcome back to Roving Gardens. Now, if you're like me and you're wildlife conscious, or maybe a little bit lazy, you like to leave your herbaceous plants to overwinter. And all that essentially means is that when the plants die back in the autumn, rather than cut back and clear all the top growth, I like to leave it on there. Now, that offers food and shelter for insects and birds and other wildlife, but it also adds a little bit of structure into the garden because I think we can be a little bit over tidy. Gardens can look rather bare in the winter, but as we push into spring, it's time to get out into the garden and tidy up. And that's what I'm going to be doing now with this fern. Now, ferns can be evergreen or deciduous, but to be honest with you, this pruning technique, you should do it for both, because you can see this is Dryopterus and it just looks really tatty now. It's past its best. And whilst pruning back will tidy it up, there's actually another element, which is why this is important. And that is because with ferns, the knuckles, where the crown of the plant, the knuckle of it, where the new fronds are going to unfurl, they are being smothered by last year's growth. And the risk is, if I leave all this top growth on to rot back and die back naturally, it will actually smother the crown of the plant and obstruct the knuckle, and the plant might rot. So it actually has two elements: tidying up and helping the plant thrive. So this is a technique which I use for ferns, really important this time of year, but also other herbaceous plants. You might find that although the seed heads look nice, the foliage, the remnants of the foliage gets all slimy and horrible, and the crown of the plant gets obstructed. And as the weather warms up, growth is really rapid. So March is the perfect time to start clearing out herbaceous borders and shrub borders. So with this fern, now you have to be careful because the knuckle is really tight to the fronds. So you want to cut the fronds back without cutting into the new unfurling fronds in the knuckle. So just be diligent, and this is quite a large fern. So I'm just being really careful to not nick into the new unfurling knuckle, which I can see here is beginning to happen. And you can see all this debris, which has accumulated over the winter. It's just obstructing the plant, so I just want to get in there with my hands, and as I'm cutting back, just clear away all the debris. And that means it can regrow nice and clearly without any obstructions and without risk of it rotting. So I'll carry on doing that, but this applies for ferns, but also any herbaceous plants that you may have left to overwinter. Now's the time to get out into the garden, clear up and prepare for the new year ahead.